What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about everybody's favorite subject, lag. Now before we get into this video, I'd just like to say GLDEN is not here at the moment, but he will be back into the next video. Now, if you don't know, Epic Games is absolutely terrible at optimizing their games. Alright? They can't optimize an iPhone X to play Fortnite at 60 frames per second. Like, how sad is that? It's really dumb how something with an A11 processor can't run a game at 60 frames per second in 2018. Or 2019. I don't know when I'm uploading this. Whatever. I mean, Epic Games is really failing on their part. I mean, the Galaxy S9 can't even run it at 60 frames per second. That's the same smartphone that they endorsed and took a sponsorship from.
I want to sponsor you.
Can you imagine how the CEO of Samsung feels? Like, that's the biggest dump you could take on him. You spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on an ad campaign that's going on national television networks with Ninja and Travis Scott, and you can't even get 60 frames per second?
Let's get these squad wins for the crew tonight.
Samsung literally went out of their way to advertise this as the phone for gaming on Fortnite. They even got a sponsorship with their own Galaxy skin. As a result, Fortnite comes in and doesn't even give them 60 frames per second or any device on their lineup. Like, up your gaming? Really? Up your gaming with what, 30 frames per second? Anyway, sorry for the quick rant, now let's get on with the video. So, let's talk about the first and probably most important aspect of reducing lag on your phone: storage. Now, if you're running short on storage and you keep getting a notification that your storage is almost full, it's probably a good sign that you might want to lower that a little bit. Now, you can do this by clearing photos, because why? We're in an age where you're recording 4K at 60 frames per second, and that takes up a crap ton of space on your phone. Now, I'm not saying you should delete all these photos and videos, but at least put them on the Google Drive or on your computer. Alright, let's talk about RAM. RAM is every background process on your phone that's running in the background of the game you're mainly playing on. So, with that being said, close all background apps. Don't have Snapchat open, don't have Instagram open, keep everything closed. Now, doing this on Android or Apple devices is pretty simple. You just go into your multitask menu and slide up on the program you want to shut down. Another way that you can help clear out the RAM to kind of finish it off is to turn off your phone completely and powering it back on. I recommend doing this once every 1 to 3 hours when playing Fortnite, or else your game will overheat and start lagging no matter what you do. The third step is to make sure you have the right amount of ping. If players in your lobby are bouncing around or your game is freezing up, it may not just be lag from frame drops or something like that. It may have to do with the region you're in, and you can easily fix this in settings, so go for the lowest MS that you can find. There should be an auto region you can select which will have the lowest ping possible. Now, this may seem like an obvious one, but you're gonna need to change the graphics of your phone, alright? Fortnite right now has a system where they auto-detect all the graphics based off of your phone's processing power and put it how they see fit. I recommend going to the highest graphics or going to the graphics recommended by Fortnite and going into a world and popping a bunch of porta fortresses and playground or whatever you need to do that will totally lag up your phone, and if you see any lag, you're going to need to turn that down. Now that we're talking about things you can do in your Fortnite settings, let's lead into our next step. Change your vibrations off. Now, if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, I know it may seem valuable to you that you have vibrations, but let's be real here. Those barely transfer over on mobile, alright? I play on the iPhone X, they have that haptic feedback or whatever, and even then I barely notice the vibrations. So you're going to want to turn that off. People have also said in the settings that you can turn off auto open doors and auto pick up weapons that will turn off lag, but I haven't really seen that affect me personally. Now, for our sixth step, this may also seem kind of obvious as Fortnite does give you a notification for it. Turn low power mode off, alright? If you have low power mode off, your phone cannot run as fast as it normally can. With that being said, Fortnite will lag and any other game you use will lag. And for the seventh step, make sure your phone's not overheating, alright? Every now and then, feel the back of your phone, and if you feel like it's heating up too much, just set it down for a half hour and come back to it later, alright? If you have another device like an iPad mini 4 and you're playing on an iPhone X, look, it may be best for you to go on that iPad mini 4. Even if it's going to lag up a little bit more, it'll still help you in the long term with your iPhone X, because that's going to get exponentially more laggy the longer you play with an overheated device. Now, for example, I followed all the previous methods from before after playing Fortnite for 3 hours straight, and it was overheating like crazy. Now, For your viewing convenience, I've compiled some gameplay to show you the difference between before and after of what that lag may look like compared to what it may look like after you've done all these steps. I wasn't able to get all the storage there, so that's not even a component with the laggy screen, and it's still pretty laggy. You gotta bear in mind, this is an iPhone X. It's supposed to be running things fast. So, as you can see in the first clip, we're seeing a couple frame drops here and there, except it's nothing too major, but it definitely made a difference in my kill count, as I ended the game with significantly less kills, and in the game where I was playing without lag, I got a total of 20 kills stacked up. Now just to hone in on how much of a difference these steps make, I've done the most laggy game mode I can think of possible. Team Rumble, which has typically never worked for me no matter what I do by the end of the match, but you can still see, it's not as bad as it was without the laggy methods used. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like down below because it goes a long way. It allows us to get into other people's recommended feeds and grow the channel one step at a time. Now if you didn't enjoy the video, please refrain from using a dislike button and comment down below. I'm still new to this, so tell me what I can do better for the next video. Thank you guys so much for your patience, as I'm doing this all in a one take and I'm trying to do a lot of cuts and clips, and I'm not really used to doing these kinds of things off script. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do share it with a friend if they experience lag, and I'll see you guys in the next one.